Hey everyone, Ben from Living Survival, and we're going to look at a super rugged knife from Sniper Bladeworks. It actually launches today, the day of filming this video, on Kickstarter, so there of course will be links below. We're going to take a look at what I like about it. We're going to take a look at maybe a few shortcomings that it might have. It'll be interesting to see what other people have to say about it. It is a great, rugged, heavy-duty knife, but I definitely have a few maybe things that it doesn't do perfectly for me. So let's take a look right now at the Sniper Bladeworks LPC. So here we have the LPC by Sniper Bladeworks. Great company, by the way. I was reading up about them. I'll post links below if you guys want to read that stuff as well. A beefy knife, a big beefy knife weighing in at about half a pound, 7.5 ounces, and it was made to be just a super tough folding knife, a really durable, tough folding knife, and I certainly believe that it is. It's going to handle all your everyday tasks: cardboard, rope, paper, even cutting rubber or hoses, or even something a little bit heavier duty. Maybe you have to chip away at some wood or even cut through metal if you had to. This thing can definitely handle it. Again, 7.5 ounces, and it is 0.2 inches thick, so pretty thick there on the blade as well. You see you have nicely contoured G10 handles on one side here with titanium on the back side. Frame lock, of course, so you've got this kind of stone-washed titanium clip, which is great, and then the textured or sculpted G10 on the other side. Not the grippiest G10, but it does have a few scallops in here that are going to help maintain that grip if you had gloves on, for example. There is a lanyard hole. That's nice, especially it being a larger knife. You may want to hang it on something. You may want to just put a little extra tail there to be able to grab it out of your pocket. Pocket clip wise, it is only right hand carry. You also can't change the thumb stud. I did take it apart to see if you could reverse that, but since this screw is countersunk in there, it does not countersink the other way, which is frustrating for me as a left-hander. I typically don't flip the pocket clip on a frame lock just because I feel like it looks better on the frame lock side, but it would be nice if I could flip the thumb stud, so it pretty much renders this useless for me. So that's definitely my first complaint about this knife. Otherwise, it's beautiful. The centering is perfect there, and lock up when you have this blade deployed is rock solid, left, right, up, down. The grind up top here by the handle is perfect. The grind down here at the tip is perfect. So pretty much everything as far as the craftsmanship of this knife is pretty dang perfect as far as I can tell. There's a few different pins, back spacers in there, 4 pins in there, and then of course you got your 3 pins and then your lanyard tube, so that's nice. Fit and finish is absolutely beautiful. So down to the business end of the knife here, nice thick chunky steel. That is S30V, so it's going to have great edge retention. It's got great piercing ability. I was using it to cut open some boxes, and that tip there just digs right into the box and basically makes it effortless. So certainly nice and sharp, and going to have that great edge retention of S30V. It does have a little finger choil here in the front, so that gives it even more control if you wanted to do maybe some just more precision cuts or more precision type work with it. You could do so. It fits great in the hand as far as the regular handhold, but that just gives it an extra level of controllability. So that's really nice. Overall, the ergonomics of the knife are really nice. The balance of the knife is really nice, but you do gotta like a larger knife. So maybe you wanna downsize a little bit from a fixed blade and get into something that folds down a little bit smaller. Again, it is tip up right hand only, so that was one of my cons. The other con that I have is that it is fairly hard to get used to opening this knife. As you can see, you absolutely cannot open the knife with a side press here of the thumb stud. It just won't do it. Just because of the way the blade is seated in there, it won't do it. Basically have to go from the bottom here, and you have to give it a little bit of wrist. So you do have to flick it open like that. Once you get it down, it's not too difficult. But if you think this thing is just going to spring out on you, it's definitely not, and that could certainly slow you up a little bit if you needed to very quickly deploy this knife. Of course, the more you play with it, the more you're going to get used to that. The lockup, again, is super solid with an over-traveling frame lock there. It doesn't push the blade at all when the frame is in there. You'll see that with less expensive knives. Being a frame lock, it'll actually push that blade over when it's in there. But the centering on this is dead perfect. I haven't done any adjustments to this knife, and it just flies out there once you get the hold of it. Again, though, it's made for right-handers only, so that is a little bit frustrating to me. I'd love a left-hand version of this knife, because if you're looking for something that's really stout, you know, this is going to be the knife that is going to handle those tougher tasks. I'm going to be watching some of the other reviews, and it'll be interesting to see what they think about this knife. It's always interesting to see what other people have to say about knives and other gear that I review. But overall, I think if you are looking for a stout folder, we've seen some folders from other brands before that were sort of a fixed blade equivalent, and they just didn't hold up to the tasks. We had, you know, locking mechanism failures. This one is not going to fail on you at all. It is rock solid. It's held up to everything that I've tried with it. You know, keeping in mind that you do want to stick to everyday tasks. It's certainly going to give you the performance of a similar sized fixed blade. And again, it's larger, so if you like larger knives, this would certainly be something that you might want to consider adding to your collection. So let me know what you guys think about the LPC down in the comment section below. Again, there's going to be a link to their Kickstarter. I believe you can get a discount on this knife if you're looking for a super heavy-duty knife. This may be the ticket for you. Again, not the best for left-handers, but again, right-handed works just fine. So if it's something that interests you, definitely check out their link and see what kind of specials they are going to offer on it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and give it a big thumbs up for me. Make sure you share it to any friends or family who also might be interested on your social media. And if you haven't already done so, consider clicking that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of new videos.